On October 9th, 1998, the body of 13-year-old Cheryl Lee Nichols was found along Belize's Western Highway. She had been submerged in a pool of water, with more than 40 stab wounds in her head and chest, and her body showed signs of rape. She had been reported missing 6 months earlier, but the clothes she was found in belonged to Jay Blades, a 9-year-old girl who had disappeared 2 days before Cheryl Lee's body was found. Jay Blades' remains were not located until 6 months later, when only her skull and a few bones were found. During the time Jay was missing, 3 other girls vanished. 15-year-old Samantha Gordon was discovered floating naked a few yards out at sea on November 8th. Her back and knees were covered in deep stab wounds. On March 24, 1999, the remains of 12-year-old Jackie Malik were uncovered in the same area as Cheryl Lee Nichols. Jackie went missing when she never returned from recess and was found with her left hand removed. Shortly after Jackie's remains were discovered, the first victim outside of Belize City was found. 13-year-old Beck Guillory was found dead at the Santa Rita Mayan ruin in Corozal. The growing deaths of young girls pressured officials into putting guards on school playgrounds and imposed an 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew to anyone 16 or younger. Police arrested Michael Williams, an auto mechanic from Belize City, who once successfully offered Jackie Malik and her sister a ride to school on the same day she disappeared. A 23-year-old woman came forward and alleged that Williams had molested her as a child. However, while Williams was in custody, 9-year-old Erica Wills disappeared. Her remains were found picked clean by vultures 3 weeks later. Her mother only recognized her Tweety Bird ring and hairband that were discovered beside the remains. The body of 10-year-old Karen Cruz was discovered in a stadium 2 blocks from her home in the province of Orange Walk. Her body also showed potential signs of rape. Williams was released and police arrested Antonio Beza, the uncle of Karen Cruz. Soon after, they arrested 5 more men from Belize City for the murder of Samantha Gordon 8 months earlier. Eventually, all suspects were released and now one has been convicted of the brutal murders of these young girls. Belize police enlisted the help of FBI and Scotland Yard for detective work and forensics, but the case has remained cold. The serial killer is referred to as Jack after the infamous Jack the Ripper that mutilated women in London. Jack may have had some sort of medical training and used surgical tools to make precise cuts along the girls' bodies. It is believed that at least 3 of the victims were held captive in the same place because of the relative proximity their bodies were found to one another. It seems possible that there may have been 2 killers, due to the way some of the victims were held down and cut, suggesting the need for multiple individuals. It could also explain why the killings continued while suspects were incarcerated, suggesting the accomplice was still out there. Some girls appeared to be raped, but not all victims showed signs of this. The motive for the killings has also not been determined. The way some of the murders differ causes some experts to argue that not all of the girls were the victim of the same killer. One theory is that the killer stalked the children of single parents from low-income families. They would befriend their victims with gifts before abducting them. Cheryl Lee began coming to school with fruit, despite her family not having enough money to provide her fruit. Jackie Malik brought home clothes and money that no one in her family gave to her before she was abducted. Pathologist Dr. Mario Esteban discovered in his autopsies of victims that the girls had been numbed with alcohol and drugs. The killer or killers would immobilize the young girls before mutilating them. It is thought that they used the same weapon or tools in each murder. From 1998 to 2000, the murderer killed up to 7 girls from the ages of 9 to 15. They were found mutilated along deserted highways or in the shallow tide line. What do you think happened to the killer? Let us know what your theories are in the comments below. Thanks, strangers, for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more strange content every Wednesday. Also, check the video description below for additional reading and sources for this video. And until next time, stay strange.